Hi, and welcome to this session. This Houzz webinar is for Landscaping Victoria members. My name's Olivia, and I'm excited to go through this content. So basically, this session is all about building your professional profile using Houzz. So a couple of different pointers that I'm going to cover. Basically, just going to introduce Houzz or reintroduce Houzz for those that are a bit more familiar. I'll show a bit of digital branding and just knowing your audience before diving into maximizing your Houzz presence. So a couple of different tips and tricks on how we can really boost up your profile on Houzz or create your new profile on Houzz and just how you can use that to connect with other professionals, use the online forums to engage with clients, how to increase your brand's reach through editorial, and how to just collaborate on Houzz as well. So Houzz is the world's largest community of home design and renovation. It's a website, it's an app that is extremely popular, and it's this fantastic website for both users, so homeowners, renovators, people looking to renovate their home, and also professionals. And it's basically for those users that are looking for home projects. Basically, it's this amazing resource for them to find inspiration, photos, products, hire the right professionals, read amazing articles, and just really it's this end-to-end solution for anything in that home design space. And for professionals, it's a fantastic place to create a free profile where you can use it to build your brand, reach new clients, and just work smarter, not harder online. So a bit about where we started. A lot of people ask us this. It did start in the States, which is a husband and wife, Adi and Alon. They basically went through their own terrible renovation and they found the whole process of renovating really frustrating, particularly struggled with finding the right professionals, just who to hire, where to hire, why they would hire them, and also sourcing the right products as well. So those were their main struggles, and they realized that they were not alone in those struggles. So they decided to do something about it and actually create this platform that connected everything to do with home design and renovation in one place. So from that frustration or struggle, Houzz was born. And since then, we've evolved to have these 5 key layers of the site. So service directory, photos, editorial, products, and discussion forums. And these 5 layers are tied together with really strong technology that just really makes sure it is an end-to-end solution and it's constantly evolving and constantly being updated. So just to run through those layers, so we have photos, and our photo stream has over 16 million photos on it. And the great thing about this photo stream is these are all photos from our professionals on the site. So as soon as you sign up with a professional profile, you start uploading your projects to your profile. Your photos not only appear on your profile, but also in this photo stream where we know people spend the most amount of time on the site. Your photos are always watermarked with your name. There are also links back to your profile and to your website as well. We then have the Find Pros directory. This is literally a directory. So you've signed up with a professional profile, you're listed in here, and people can come in here and search by category and also by location. We then have products, which works very similar to the photo stream, although just product based. So you can find and source some amazing local products, brands, retailers in here. And just like the photo stream, they link back to these profiles and to those brands' websites as well. We then have our stories section. So this is our editorial. And we have an amazing in-house editorial team who produce all this content, and they do an amazing amount of work in here, but they also look for professional contributors like you guys to also contribute to this editorial section. We then have discussions, which is our advice forums, where you can start a discussion, get involved in a discussion, and just put your name and your company in front of not only our community of renovators or potential clients, but the other professionals as well. So those 5 layers are apparent on every single photo that you see. It's a very integrated experience, and that is why Houzz has exploded globally. And we now have 40 million users coming on the site every single month. Just in Australia, we have 1.5 million, and a couple of other really huge stats that you see on the screen here. But not only is our audience huge, they're also this really fantastic target demographic. So we do a lot of research to find out who our users are. And from that, we know that 90% of our users own their own home. Actually, 23% own a second home. In the last 12 months, 57% of our users did a renovation. And on average, they spend 4.5 months planning a renovation. So this is a pretty fantastic potential client. And this is the type of people that are using Houzz every day. We also know what's most important to them when they're hiring a professional. So really good takeout from this slide is that good reviews and good recommendations come out right above the rest. So at 84%, people are also looking for someone who is an expert in their field, someone that has a personality they can actually get along with, and someone that's completed projects similar to theirs or similar to what they would like. A great takeout is that the lowest cost option was right down the bottom at only 9%. We know that people spend an average of 85 times a day looking at their phone, which is crazy. So it's very, very important to know that if your if your website is not optimized for mobile, then really you're not existing online. People spend the most amount of their time on their mobile instead of a desktop or laptop device. This is the device they're using to really search for professionals, research project ideas. So if you're not mobile friendly, if you Google your name and you're not seeing it come up, then you're really not existing, and it's very difficult for people to find your business. A great way to tackle that is by creating a Houzz profile. Houzz has amazing SEO, so we can really push you in front of not just our audience, but on Google as well. You will see that your name shows up higher and higher than it probably has ever before. So a couple of tips on boosting up your Houzz profile. This is a fantastic Houzz profile, also a Landscaping Victoria member. Very robust profile here, and you can see most areas are filled out. So we've got a lot of contact information, overview information, 21 projects with beautiful photos, 18 reviews, a lot of Houzz badges, affiliation badges, and a lot of followers as well. So this is something to really kind of aim for your own profile too. The good thing is you can edit your profile at any time on Houzz. Click this edit profile button, and that just takes you straight to the account information where you can start adding some more detail. A couple of tips on this. When you're filling out your information, particularly all the text, you want to remember a couple of different tips. Number one, showcase your skills. So showcase what you specialize in, the history of your business, what you're doing now, every service that you provide. Make sure that that is on your profile. You want to highlight your passion. So you want to make it seem like you are very excited, because I know you are, and make sure the clients can get a sense of that as well. So highlight your passion, because that will definitely inspire someone to reach out to you a lot quicker as well. Reveal a little bit more of your personality. So when we just think back to that slide that I just showed, people want to work with people they actually like, someone they can actually get along with, especially when it comes to your home. So make sure you are showing off a bit of your personality in all of the text on your profile as well. And this all goes for your website as well, not just specifically your Houzz profile. You also want to make sure you're putting yourself in your client's shoes. Of course, you have done multiple projects before, so it's easy days for you. But for a client, this might be the first time they've ever done anything to their home. So they want to make sure that they feel reassured. So do try and think about that when you're filling out your overview text. Another simple tip is to include a photo of your face rather than your logo for your profile photo. We know through our research that 90% of users will click on a photo of a face over a logo. So if you're comfortable in doing that, I would definitely include a photo of yourself. And definitely connect to Landscaping Victoria. So Landscaping Victoria has had a profile on Houzz for years, as a really fantastic profile. Over 100 members have already linked up. So make sure if you are creating a Houzz profile or you already have one, click on that add as affiliation button on the left-hand side, just so you can also have your membership badge on that profile. When it comes to photography, they are a huge high impact point. So make sure on your own profile that you are uploading your most recent work, your most beautiful work, and try and use a professional photographer when you're taking photos of your projects. We know that they are always going to be the most popular photos and the ones that really resonate with people and actually make them want to pick up the phone. If you have never spoken to a professional photographer or you want to know a bit more, we have a photographer network where you can actually find a professional photographer in your area. And because you're a Houzz professional, they will actually give you a deal of $250 for a package of 15 photos of a project, which is a pretty sweet deal. So I would definitely check that out. Also, engage in the community because it really is your secret weapon for getting clients. So we have a reviews section of your profile. Make sure that you are getting some reviews onto that profile. This is a huge decision maker when someone looks to hire a professional. They want to see good reviews and good recommendations online to really validate what it is you do. So request reviews, get some on your profile. They can really, really boost up your ranking of the profile. And make sure if someone has taken the time to give you a review that you do say thank you comment back, and you respond to them. That also goes if someone's left you a less than perfect review. Really take this as an opportunity to like this professional says, explain your company and its processes in a way that you can't via your Houzz business description or website. It's a way to give insight into the way that your company operates. So we have a fantastic review system on Houzz and a team in the office that reviews all the reviews. So it's very unlikely that a review is just dumped on your profile, particularly if it's negative, without you knowing about it. But you always have the opportunity, if it does happen, to respond to that online. Houzz discussions, like I mentioned, are an amazing place to get involved in the community. So you can start your own discussion, you can comment on any discussion. This is a great way to just get your voice out there, showcase your expertise, because any comment that you leave obviously has your name next to it, which is also a link back to your profile. So use the discussion section to share your expertise, share your insights. You could even start polls like these other brands and companies have done to gain a little bit of market insight. You could even just use them to share some amazing before and afters that you have done. So use that section to show off who you are, what you do. Everything you do on that section of the site doesn't just stay in the advice forums. Your comments are also listed on your profile itself. So it's a big boost up. Editorial is another place for you to get involved. As I mentioned, this is our editorial section that sits under stories. You as a professional can do a lot more for this section as well. You could submit an article to our editor, submit a project for a potential Houzz tour. You can write for Houzz, and you can find out a lot more about that on this link down the bottom. Editorial submissions is where you'll find a lot more info on that. And then lastly, with your Houzz profile, like I've mentioned, you can grow organically with this free profile. But if you do want to take it to the next level and actually use it to really target your local audience and really brand yourself online, we have Houzz Pro Plus, which is our local marketing program, which is fantastic. And as a Landscaping Victoria member, you also get a discount on this program. So Pro Plus allows you to have all these amazing features on your profile. that really steps it up and allows you to target your local area. So if you want more work in Bayside area, and that's the area that you really want to focus on, we can do that in pushing your work in front of our users in that area. And you get a lot of different features. So your photos are featured in the photos section, and you can see that they stand out here where this is a regular photo, where you can see the photo, I can see the link back to the profile. But with Pro Plus, your photos are really stepped up and you are able to do a byline, big description, click-throughs to additional photos, and a call to action button. You also get enhanced placement in that directory, so the service directory listing. You do get placement on the first page, which is very important, but not just first page placement, but you get really enhanced placement for those local users in the area that you want to work in or get more work in. You also, oh, and that's just another example of what that looks like. You also get locally targeted ads in our stories and the advice section. So there's other two sections that I've just spoken about where users are spending a lot of time. We send out newsletters twice a week. And again, you get locally targeted ads in those newsletters with click-throughs straight to your profile. Your sponsored profile looks a little bit more enhanced as well. So a couple of different call to action buttons, opportunity for videos on your profile, a byline as well to explain what you do. Really cool analytics that can go that can give you just such deep analytics into your profile. So statistics on your profile impressions, the profile clicks, the statistics by photo as well as call tracking and message tracking, so you can keep track of any single lead that comes through your profile. And all of these benefits are for any device. So like I mentioned, mobile is very important, and all these benefits are on the mobile device as well as just desktop. And probably the best thing is you get an account manager to actually make sense of all the analytics for you. They can review your personal program, all of your analytics. They are experts in digital marketing and branding, and they can really give you specific advice ongoing for the entire course of the program. They're basically your go-to person to really help you build out this program. So that is Pro Plus. That's a bit of an overview. Like I mentioned, you get a discount as a Landscaping Victoria member. So if you're interested in kind of taking your profile to the next step a bit, do let us know or let the team know and they can get you in touch with me. So to recap, here are the couple of tips that we went over in really kind of boosting up your existing or your new Houzz profile. Tell your story, follow others in your community, be proactive, respond to reviews, engage in that advice section and editorial sections. You can collaborate using idea books. And if you really want to target your market locally, you can do so with Pro Plus. We have a huge range of resources online, events, tutorials, other webinars, support, articles, a lot of different click-throughs here. So if you want any kind of insight into any of these or had any questions, my email is just up the top there, olivia@houzz.com. Send me an email and I can point you in the right direction. But for now, thank you for listening and have a wonderful night. Thank you.